Hey everybody, another commander's list. Let's get going. 1890, 1 cent, mint state 65 red with all the bells and whistles. CAC, eagle eye. This coin's very choice. Good looking piece of copper for sure. It's the only copper I got in this week's set, so hopefully you're looking for an 1890 if you're an Indian head cent collector. This collection that I got in that has all this copper in it that I'm slowly piecing out in the commander's list, the pieces that are worthy, really had a great, I guess just an overall great look in how this collection, the Indian head cent piece collection, was put together. I think a good collection is well matched. It is of similar grade, although it doesn't have to be exactly the same grade, and it has certain standards. All these coins didn't have any fly specks. They were very carefully curated, and I think that it represents a great opportunity to learn as these things come out. So take some time to look at the other commanders lists, look at the copper, look at the quality of especially the Indian head cents as a whole, and then try to fit your collection to that sort of a standard. They can be different standards, but they should just be a match standard. I see so many collections that come out that they just don't look like they belong together. And it kind of just, I wouldn't say it's an uneasy feeling, but it just doesn't feel well thought out. Anyway, enough pontificating. Next up, for all those folks that are always looking for commemoratives, I finally have some for you. This Huguenot, 100th anniversary, by the way, 1924 to 2024. So that means what? Let's see, the Huguenot. So this has been, what, 500 years since, I think this was a 1624 to 1924. No, that'd be 400 years, John. Sorry, a little off. I love the ship on the reverse. This is one of my favorite commems, actually, that has, some old dead people on the front. But nonetheless, the reverse is one of my favorite, probably because I'm a Navy guy. All right. That's the theme of today, by the way, too. This Delaware, which I think were the Swedes that came over, that settled a lot of Delaware, also has a ship on the reverse. Very choice coin. Obverse is a 7. Reverse always shows up, by the way. You always want to look on these, especially on the Long Island. I can't find my pointer. The Long Island and this sail usually takes some hits. So this is a focal point for Delawares. Obviously the obverse fields that are open are big focal points. You see a tiny little tick right there. This is a great looking piece. Good looking commem. Almost blast white, just tiny little bit hint of toning. All right, and then I think one of the coolest coins, I hate the obverse of Long Island's. Like my least favorite, what's the actor's name? I can't even think of his name now. Ted from Cheers. So anyway, there is the obverse. This coin did not sticker. I don't know why. I thought it was a 65B coin all day. Classic tab toning, which is cool. Also a ship, so today's theme are ships of sail. But what's cool about this too, besides that and the tab toning and the old holder, is when I bought it, it came with this original registered package. It's got the stamps on it with the postmark. Came from the Long Island Tercentenary Committee. And you can see the postmark on the reverse. If I can get it to focus here. Brooklyn, August 16th, 1936, where it was mailed. This is how a lot of these were mailed out. Registered mail, which was a lot cheaper back then. Holy hell, I just paid $29 for a small flat rate registered package. Anyway, this comes with the coin. I paid strong for it. I mean, it's not going to break the bank, but at the same time, compared to a Mint State 65 Long Island, it's going to be a fair amount, but this is just cool. I mean, this has been together for a long time. All right, another fat slab holder here. This one just back from CAC in 1940. It's got the typical look, I would say, of a 1940 proof. Really nice peripheral toning. Hammered strike. And virgin original, but still with nice eye appeal. All right, last one. This was just more of a collector, kind of generic, but I picked this up without the CAC sticker because it was just a nice piece. And back from CAC, this little short set of 25D to 29 is a really fun one and relatively obtainable set in 64. You can see I labeled it. I was like, oh, I gotta send this to CAC. Off it went, and it came back as expected. All right, folks, give us a subscribe if you like what we're doing here. That really helps me out. Tell your friends, and until next week, happy hunting.